Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is coming soon, and with it will come a whole mess of new characters to play as. Many of these new characters will be clone versions of some of your favorites. In fighting games, clone characters are typically frowned upon. They're generally considered lazy and unwanted, and ultimately are just there to fill out a roster. I personally was never against the idea of clone characters. Hell, when I unlocked Falco and Ganondorf in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the first time, I was pretty stoked.
Yes, oh god, yes!
But lead developer and director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Masahiro Sakurai, has tricked us all into loving them by giving them the new title of Echo Fighter.
Gotcha, bitch!
The name change was a brilliant move. It actually made the concept of clone characters fun and exciting. It also means they can increase the roster size tremendously without having to break the bank. But more importantly, it gives other franchises an opportunity to get more representation. Everybody has their own wish list for new Echo Fighters, and it's time I gave my opinion on the matter. Today I'm counting down my top 5 wanted Echo Fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Remember that this is my personal wish list, so some of your favorite characters may not make it in this countdown. But if you have a top 5 wanted Echo Fighters list, or a specific Echo Fighter you want to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, then tell me who they are and why in the comments section. So let's prepare for the attack of the clones. These are my top 5 wanted Echo Fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. When most people think of Mario villains, they usually think of Bowser, maybe even Donkey Kong. My mind typically drifts to the King of the Koopas as well, but I for one would love to see the return of the Conqueror of Dreams and main villain of Super Mario Bros. 2, Wart. Wart is a unique character who made his first appearance in the 1987 Japanese game Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic. The game was released in the West with a brand new coat of Mario paint and became known here as Super Mario Bros. 2. But for the most part, Wart was the same exact character. A big chubby frog king who lives in a dream world, who hates vegetables and loves hanging out with shy guys, and creepy masks who piss me right the hell off! At first glance, you might think I want him as an Echo Fighter of Bowser, but actually I think he would make a great combination of King K. Rool and King Dedede. Physically, he resembles King K. Rool quite a bit, but giving him King Dedede's Up B Special and Normal B Special makes more sense, and instead of using King K. Rool's Blunderbuss, he could summon Birdo, who fires an egg. Birdo is also from Super Mario Bros. 2, so it makes perfect sense. These two also appeared as a dating couple in a Japanese commercial for Super Mario All-Stars, which, for Wart, probably ended like the Crying Game, if you know what I mean.
It's a man, baby!
And just to round it all out, let's have him burp up some bubbles. This would be a perfect counterpart to Wario's fart attack. He might seem a little obscure, but I would personally love to see the return of the Frog King of Dreams. Oh, and fun fact, he also appears in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening with his original Japanese name, Mamu, so this could count as both a Mario rep and a Zelda rep all in one. Okay, time to get crucified by the Sonic the Hedgehog fanbase. Ever since the concept of Echo Fighters was revealed, everyone has made the declaration that Shadow the Hedgehog should be Sonic's Echo Fighter. I understand that Shadow the Edgehog has a huge fanbase. I thought Shadow was pretty awesome myself, when I was an angsty 13-year-old playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube. But over time, I grew out of my love for the Hot Topic-infused Hedgehog. Once he started using guns and clumsily cursing, I was done.
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
But one Sonic villain remained in my collective consciousness for his intimidation factor and for simply just being a kick-ass killer robot. I speak of none other than Sonic's original doppelganger, Metal Sonic.
Strange, isn't it?
Metal Sonic has remained a constant throughout the Sonic franchise as a harder, better, faster, and stronger version of Sonic. All they really need to do is change Sonic's model and make him float when he moves, just like Mewtwo and Dark Samus. They could also make him slightly slower and heavier, thus more physically powerful. I would also love to give him a new Up B move, something like Fox's Fire or some sort of Rush-styled attack. And just to keep the Sonic love going, he could summon Robotnik and his army of Sonic villains for his final smash. Maybe I'm alone in this regard, but for me, Metal Sonic has always been my favorite villain from the Sonic franchise. You can destroy and dismantle him, but he always comes back stronger for one more epic confrontation. Okay, why is Dixie Kong still not in Super Smash Bros.? She's easily one of the biggest stars of the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy, teaming up with Diddy in Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest, the best Donkey Kong Country game ever made. There, I said it! She was the star of Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, where she teamed up with Kiddy Kong, who can burn in a dumpster fire for all I care.
Get fucked!
But the time has come for Dixie Kong to join the fight among other Nintendo champions. This one seems kind of obvious, but let's get Dixie Kong as an Echo Fighter of Diddy Kong. They could have a lot of fun with her oversized hair by incorporating it into her attacks. They could use her hair as a whip for Diddy's tail attack, and instead of using Diddy's rocket pack, she could use her signature helicopter twirl to recover. Another nice aesthetic change would be instead of firing peanuts like Diddy, she could fire feathers from a crossbow, just like her little sister Tiny did in Donkey Kong 64. It would also be cool if they give her Donkey Kong's old Final Smash, but instead of bongos, she plays her guitar and brings the house down with the power of rock. Having Dixie playable in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate alongside DK, Diddy, and King K. Rool would give the DK series perfect representation in my opinion. No more monkey business, Sakurai. The DK fans have spoken, and we need the high-flying heroine Dixie Kong in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This may come as a surprise, but there's actually a tie for number 1 and for number 2. I would be fine with either of these two characters, and I chose them because they go hand in hand. First, let me just say, I love the Star Fox series. The good ones, the bad ones, and the disappointing ones. I feel it is one of the most misunderstood of video game series, and watching Nintendo continue to try and capture the magic of the first two games in the series has been like watching Tommy Wiseau's The Room in ultra slow motion on repeat for over 20 years.
Are you just a little chicken?
So let's rectify this crime against humanity by including Slippy Toad and Peppy Hare as Echo Fighters of Fox and Falco respectively. Seeing all of the original Team Star Fox together again in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would be a nostalgia bomb. They could make some minor alterations to the characters, like Slippy uses a rocket launcher instead of a laser gun, or maybe Peppy could throw explosive grenades instead of using the counter. They could also have different weight properties and be slightly heavier and stronger than Fox and Falco. And how about those final smash attacks? Slippy can submerge everyone underwater, and instead of using the R-Wings like Fox and Falco, he could use the underwater attack submarine, the Blue Marine, firing torpedoes into his enemies or even shooting them into the mouth of the giant bioweapon clam on planet Aquas. And because Peppy is old school, let's make his final smash the same as Fox's, but make the R-Wing in the background look like the ones from the original Star Fox on Super Nintendo. Look, being a hardcore Star Fox fan has always been tough. I've had my ups and downs with the series, but these characters are timeless, fun, and have amazing personalities. And as far as I'm concerned, they all deserve to fight together once again in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are my top 5 wanted Echo Fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you guys have a top 5 wanted Echo Fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, tell me who they are in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to click on that bell notification icon. It'll let you know when all of my new videos are about to be released. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay down there, baby.